Hi, I'm Sherry here at the Little Beading Closet. And if you love these handmade original beaded Christmas trees complete with a star on top, keep watching and I'll teach you step by step how to make your very own. I used two different sizes of seed beads to make the Christmas trees, both a size 11 and a size 8. You can mainly use one color or use different colors for each layer of branches, and then pick a color for your star. I like to use a size 12 beading needle and wildfire. I'll begin with 2 feet of thread on my needle. Since each set of branches is made the same way, I'll go ahead and show you how to make this bottom set, and then you can make the rest on your own. We'll use simple peyote stitch with a picot trim on the end. I like to use the stop bead with my peyote stitch. I'll go ahead and put it on my thread and bring it down near the end, and then just needle right back through it and loop it on, leaving about 2 inches. Using the handy chart provided in this video, you'll know how many beads to pick up to begin each set of branches. On this lower set, I'll be picking up 4 size 11s, 10 size 8s, and 4 size 11s. Then bring those down next to your stop bead. Picking up 1 size 11, I'm going to skip the one on the end and needle into the one above it. And when I pull it up, I want the 2 on the end to sit side by side. There's a size 11 here, so I'll go ahead and pick up another size 11, skipping that one and coming into the one after it. Now we're at our size 8s, picking up 1 size 8, skipping the first one and coming into the one after it. Again, we're at a size 8, so I'll pick up a size 8, skipping one and coming into the one after it. So we're matching it up. We're at a size 8, so we'll pick up a size 8, skip one and come into the one after it. We're at a size 8, picking up a size 8, skipping one and coming into the one after it. Again, at a size 8, picking up a size 8, skipping one and coming into the one after it. Here we're at a size 11, pick up a size 11, skip one and come into the one after it. Again, at a size 11, picking up a size 11 and coming into the one on the very end. Now I'm ready to add another row of peyote stitch. I'm going to pick my work up and turn it in my hand. I have my stop bead closest to me. I have a size 11 here, so I'll pick up a size 11 and come into this one. Picking up a size 11 and coming into the next one. We're at the size 8s, so picking up a size 8 and coming into the next one that's sticking out. Another size 8 into the next sticking out size 8. Another 8 into the next sticking out 8. Another 8 into the next sticking out 8. Another 8 into the sticking out 8. And we're going to switch to the size 11. We're going to pick up an 11, come into the next 11, again size 11, into the 11 on the end. We're almost finished with our branch. We just want to give it this nice curved end. I'll pick up 3 size 11 seed beads and needle into the other size 11, maybe 2 of them at once. And just pull those up here next to the end for your branch. Next, we need to needle through our work coming out the size 11 beside our stop bead. You can go through as many beads that you'd like at one time. Just make sure that your thread path won't show. Here I just went through 4. Just continue down to the other end. And exit the size 11 next to your stop bead. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and remove my stop bead. We're going to add the little picot trim on the end of our peyote stitch for the end of the branch. Picking up 3 size 11 seed beads, go ahead and needle into the 11s on the other side. I'm going to move my thread towards the center of the branches. To secure my thread in this peyote stitch, I'm going to just reverse the direction and let the thread hide between the beads. Pulling my thread between the beads, one direction, and then reversing it and bringing it back the other direction. And letting it hide between the beads. Finished with this end, and I'll go ahead and trim it off. I like to attach my needle to the little tail from the beginning, come through my little edge, reverse direction on your thread, and secure that first little tail. Go ahead and trim it off also. Now that you know how to make a set of branches for your tree, use the handy diagram to know how many beads to pick up for each set. You'll have 5 total. So continue with the next one, making 2, 3, 4, and 5. When you're ready to zip up your branches to make your tree, you'll only use the size 8 seed beads. So let's take a closer look at how we should lay this out. You want to start with the sticking out size 8 up and 1 down. On the next level, you want to start with your sticking out size 8 down and then 1 up, and those come together just like this. Here you want to start with your sticking out up and 1 down, bringing them together just like that. The next level, you want to start with your size 8 down and 1 up, bringing them together. They'll sit just like that. And on the last one, you want your size 8 sticking up and then coming down and bringing it together like so. Adding a new length of 18 inches of thread to a needle, I'm going to start with 2 of my branches. With my very bottom branch, I'm just going to go ahead and knot my thread onto it. So coming between 2 of the beads, I'll bring my thread on and add a knot. I'll do it 2 times, pulling tight. I'm going to start needling through my beads to come out my 8 up here. So coming through 2 8s here, two more 8s, and then come through 2 11s. Before moving on, I'm going to go ahead and trim off my tail. Now I just need to come up here to this 8. I'll go ahead and turn it in my hand, come through one of the 11s, let my thread hide between the beads, through my next 11, and into the 8. Picking up my next set of branches, I'll be zipping up the size 8s, so stepping into this one, and back into this one, and pulling them together. Continue working back and forth through your branches with the size 8s, and back into this one, coming into the other set of branches, through the size 8, through the last sticking out size 8 of this branch, then into the last sticking out size 8 of this branch. I'm going to turn my thread around, coming through the 8 and 2 11s, and back through 2 more of the 11s. I'll come up these 2/8 and double zip it, coming back into the side, back and forth, down here to this end. Through this one, coming through this side, back through here, and finish by coming through this 8. Come through 2 of the 11s, then turn it around, come through 2 more 11s, and the 2 size 8s. We're going to zip in this next set of branches. You can continue zipping all your branches together the same way until you get to the very top, and we'll work on that one together. I'm ready to attach the very top set of branches, so I'm going to pick up what I've already put together, and with this I only have one size 8 bead that I can zip in. So coming out this size 8 from the set here, I'll come through the only size 8 here on the top set of branches, bringing it in and coming through my last size 8 here on this lower set and pulling it together. Just like before, I'll come through 2 of the size 11s, turning it, coming back through a size 11, stepping up into a size 11 and into the 8. I'll come back into the 8 from the top branch and the 8 after it. Pull everything tight. We just need to add a little extra thread path here. Coming out of this 8, I'm going to needle into the 8 of the branch below it. Pulling tight, back into the top branch, and through the 8 of the lower branch. This time, turning it in my hand, I'm going to needle into the 11. Pulling everything tight, and then needle through the 2 8s coming out at the very top 8. And that will secure your very top branch. Leave your needle and thread on so you can attach the star. Let's go ahead and make the star for the top of our tree. I prefer fire line for making the stars, and I'll use about 14 inches. Begin by picking up 10 size 11 seed beads. Bring them down near the end of your thread and needle back through all your seed beads. Pulling it together and needle back through one more. Pulling it tight picking up 5 seed beads, skip over the next one and come into the one after it. Pull tight. Five more seed beads, skipping one and coming into the one after it. Pull tight. 5 more seed beads, skip one and come into the one after it. Five more seed beads, skipping one and coming into the one after it. 5 more seed beads, skipping one and coming into the one after it. Now we just need each point to really stand out. Needle through 2 of the seed beads, skip the point, and come through the other 2. Pull tight to give your star a nice point. Come through the bead here in the middle. Needle up 2 of the size 11 seed beads. Skipping the end, needle down the other 2. Pull tight and get your nice point. Needle through the middle. Repeat that for all your points. When you've gone all the way around, making your points stand out, and your working thread and tail come together, add a knot. Once and twice. Pull tight. I always like to needle away from a knot before trimming off my tail. Now we're ready to attach the star to the top of our tree. Coming out of the size 8 seed bead here, we'll needle into our star. Not the middle one, but just before it. Coming through here, and then through the middle, come down one more size 11, and back through the size 8. Pull your star on. Needle through the 2 size 11s past the 8, and come into the point of your star. Through 2 more of the size 11 seed beads of the star, and back over to this point. Through here, through the middle, coming up 1 and down the 3. We'll needle back into the tree, pulling tight, and then to finish off our thread, we're going to use our size 8 seed beads, coming through the size 8 seed beads, reversing direction, letting the thread hide between the beads, and then going back the other way, working your thread back and forth, reversing direction until it's nice and secure. And then trim off your thread. Enjoy making these Christmas trees with seed bead colors that you've collected throughout the year. And as always, I hope you have a beautiful day.